didn't get that.
Got it? Cheryl, this is your menu. And we've been going over, we noticed your posture, and from a posture we came up from a menu. And one thing that's interesting about this menu is it needs to be done in order, so you can't pick and choose if there's something in here that you particularly like. You still need to do it in order. Also, if it's something where you're doing both sides, do it at the same time. Even though you think one side's weaker, it's important to do both sides at the same time.
To do the same length of time?
Same length of time. If there's anything in this menu that you have questions with tomorrow, I'll give you a call and I'll try to answer all the questions that you might have. If something's causing you pain, I mean, it's all right for the muscles to talk to you, as you'll often find when you're doing these eat-peat exercises. But please, if there's anything that goes further beyond that, just don't do it. Give me a call and we'll see what we can do about that. There's not a lot. The only thing that I find that might be difficult for you is if you have a bare floor, of course you might want to use a mat, because I don't think you want to do this on bare floor. The other thing is for the windmill, you'll have to have enough room like this. Do you have a wall space in your house?
I can make it happen.
Oh, good. So with that, let's go ahead and start doing the first one. And the first one is a standing windmill. So I want you against the wall, standing against the wall. Okay. And the important things in this is that the shoulders and the hips stay against the wall.
Okay.
Because there's a tendency as you're doing this to lift one side or the other one, and we want to make sure there's no rotation on this. That's why it's so important.
Okay.
So we're going to extend the arms out, and notice we're going to do it at a 90-degree angle. So this is a good 90-degree angle. One thing I noticed, your hands doesn't have to rub. This is on a regular wall, if you notice. It doesn't have to rub against it. But we want to keep the shoulders and arms pretty much against it. The feet, excuse me, we want them to be straight. So if you think of this outside line, they're straight right there, hip width apart, which is really good. This is about a fist.
Okay.
And so every time this hand goes down, that's one. So you're going to move laterally. So we're going to move laterally without moving the shoulders. Go ahead and do laterally one time, show you. That's good. Okay, and then when we come back,
That's one.
that's one. When you go to the other side. Now when you come back to the other side. So it's
got
one
it.
complete thing is one. So we'll do 5 on each side. Are you ready? Okay. What side do you want to start? We'll start on that
Let's
one.
start that way, yeah.
Okay. Good.
I
Making
go
sure
as far as is comfortable.
Yeah. You'll find enough work when you're just doing it at that particular position. At first you don't think so. Good.
That's
2.
4. Oh, 2.
Everybody
I
seems
must
to
be
be able to
counting it
create
wrong.
3, 4. One more time. And then back to center. Now we're going to spread the legs apart 3 feet. That's actually quite wide for you. So we're just going to put it to the length of this mat.
Okay.
Okay. Once again, we want to work on these toes being straight. So this one needs just a little bit adjusted. That's good. Okay. Same thing.
So that's
And
1.
2. Looking good. Good job. 3. The reason why we have you shoes on in this point, because if you're doing it in place, you might slip, because the next one is a pretty wide stance. So we
That's
really
fine.
don't want you slipping in a wide stance, as you can see.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
Okay?
Ooh, I can feel that in
And
my
now you want to
shoulders.
go even wider than that. Yeah, you'll feel these. Okay? Again, hip against the wall. And just laterally move it, keeping it at 90 degrees. Good. Let's go ahead.
Which one's I starting?
Either way is good.
How many counting?
2,
It's 3.
3, 4, and 5. Now we want to go one more position. That's hip width apart, your original starting position.
I thought you were going to make me go wider. I was going to cry. For the first part. Okay.
Okay, once again, hip width apart. So that's good.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Again?
Yeah, do it again. So it looks like you're doing this pretty well. What do you feel?
I feel it working in between my shoulder blades and the lower back,
Good.
which is my kind of work.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you quit a little bit early, didn't you there? Let's go on to the next
I
one.
can feel my shoulders and a little lower back.
Good. The next one is the hip crossover. Stretch, palms down. So what I want you to do is take your shoes off.
Thank you.
Normally you like your shoes off. The only time we have shoes on is during the air bench, which in the last video we didn't
Oh,
have
and
any
then
shoes
this
to
one,
put
right?
on. Right, and the windmill. That's the only ones you'll
Windmill and
actually
air
see.
bench.
But other than that, we do want the feet. So we want to lay down.
Okay.
And we're going to work on just getting the body nice and straight. So we want to always do that. We always want to do that line between the shoulder, the hip, and the knee, right?
Okay.
Okay, so bend the knee, bend the knees. Okay, place the right foot or ankle right here, just above that knee. Okay. And then we want to just a little bit, not much yet, but we're going to keep on working with this. And then as a unit, we're going to rotate. Good. Right, and we want to put the hands palms down in this one.
Okay.
Good. And we want to turn your head in the other direction.
Opposite direction
Yeah,
of the knees.
right.
Okay.
Okay, feet is
Okay.
flat on the floor. And again, we want to move that knee.
Ah. So do I try to push out, continue with that knee the whole time?
Right, and also you just want to keep that stress going on that hip.
What if my foot starts to come off the floor?
You want to keep the foot on the floor, so.
That'll limit how far I can push them.
Right. Because we don't want, see, when you're tilting that foot, you're really just working that foot. You're not really,
Mm-hmm.
so we,
Yep.
yeah, see what I'm
I
saying?
feel it.
So you might have to work on that foot there behaving itself. Keep the breath
How long
moving.
do I do this for?
I'll do it for 2 hours.
Ooh, goody.
No, we'll just do this for a minute. Let me see. We still got a few minutes or a few seconds to go. How are you feeling?
Good.
Feel a good stretch on this?
Yeah.
Good. Once again, when we're doing these, we want to think of the whole body. We want to think of breathing. We want to think of this foot flat. We want to put these palms down to really work and open up those shoulders. So it's, once again, it's a very whole body kind of thing.
I didn't know to push down with my hands.
Well, not necessarily push, but keep
To
them
be
flat.
stabilized.
Yeah. Okay, let's come back up as a unit. Good. And release. And once again, establish that alignment. In case you didn't get it cut off a little bit, hip width apart. Go ahead and put the other foot on there. Okay, we're going to rotate again as a unit. Good. How's this side compared to the other side?
I feel it in my leg more, but in my hip. More in the leg on this side and more sensitivity on the hip on the other side. So.
Okay, so one of the things we're trying to do when we do bilateral is get at some point the same.
Mm.
You know, so one side you'll see opening up a little bit more, and you'll actually see at some point everything evening out. It may not happen the first couple of times, but you want to keep aware of it. And a lot of times just by relaxing and breathing, you can start making these changes, because if you stop breathing and relaxing, and remember again, moving that knee a little bit away from you. Good.
Yes, the hip area is more sensitive on the other side than this one. This
Right.
I feel a lot in the leg.
Right. And you'll see what happens is when you start doing this, you'll actually see things even out in your posture. Remember when you had a rotation, that starts going away. You know, when you have some problems with stabilization of pelvis, that starts working itself out. So that's why these are so important to do. Okay, so we have another 10 seconds. Good job. Let's rotate the whole unit again, back, and then bring the feet down. Hip width apart. And we'll go into the next one, which is